Your mind obeys manipulation long before it obeys logic, and that's why you never saw them coming. Let me tell you a hard truth. There's a reason you keep getting pulled toward the very people who leave you in pieces. It's not that you're weak. It's that some part of you is starving for the chaos they bring. You don't really fear the darkness. You fear how right it feels. That's the secret nobody wants to face. Your mind falls for manipulation long before it listens to reason, so pay attention. What I'm about to share isn't meant to inspire you. It's not some feel-good advice. This is something deeper, something most people never dare to look at. A forbidden look inside your instincts, your craving for toxic patterns, your shadow self, and that darkness you pretend isn't lurking just out of sight. Now, let's begin. Chapter 1: Control, Chaos, and the Human Paradox. You tell yourself you want peace, but let's be honest, peace bores you. Silence feels like it's closing in, and stillness makes your mind twitch until you can't help but create a little chaos. Humans, you, chase control and crave chaos, both at once. It's a paradox no one likes to admit, because it makes us sound a bit monstrous. But think about your own life. Every time things get too quiet, you find a way to break the calm. You pick a fight, sabotage what's good, or rip open old wounds just to feel something. Why? Because chaos reminds you you're alive. Control gives you the illusion you're safe. And so you swing back and forth, never sure if you want to build or destroy. Some call it dual drive behavior. Others call it the inner battleground. But let's be real, it's just human nature, stripped of all its polite disguises. Chapter 2: Manipulators, Freedom, and the Lie You Want to Believe. You crave chaos because chaos grabs your full attention. It sharpens your senses, cuts through the static, and leaves you running on pure instinct. You don't get pulled in by manipulators because they're stronger than you. No, it's because they see what you try to hide. They reflect your desires so perfectly, you start to believe it's real connection. They give you that raw emotional rush you've been desperate for, and suddenly your whole body feels like it's found its home. Manipulation works so well because your brain is malleable, soft clay, whenever emotions are in play. You think you're making your own choices? Not when someone knows exactly how to speak to the parts of yourself you pretend aren't there. People say they want freedom, but let's be honest. Freedom is heavy. It's responsibility. It's uncertainty. It's scary. What you really want is direction. You want to be defined. You want someone to claim you, so you never have to risk claiming yourself. Chapter 3: Toxic Love, the Villain Mindset, and Your Shadow Self. Here's the truth about toxic relationships. It's not complicated. You're hooked on the cycle itself, the wild ups and downs, the storm, then the quiet, then the storm again. Your body can't tell the difference between adrenaline and attraction, between anxiety and passion, between old wounds and real connection. You don't stick around because of love. You stay because your nervous system craves that intensity. Why are villains so appealing? Because they say what everyone else is too afraid to admit. Heroes show you who you're supposed to be. Villains show you who you are when you drop the act. And that shadow side, the one Jung warned about, isn't some distant enemy. It's the real you keep locked away. The anger, the envy, the hunger for control. Your shadow isn't out to destroy you. It's just the part of you you've never dared to say out loud. Chapter 4: The Philosophy of Pain and the Final Truth. Pain gives you an identity, a story, a sense of meaning. You're afraid to heal, not because you can't, but because you're terrified of losing the version of yourself that pain built. You worry that if you let go, there'll be nothing left, no one left. Here's what you don't want to admit. You play a part in your own undoing. You welcome the very patterns that hurt you. You seek out manipulation because it feels like home. You connect with villains because their darkness matches something inside you. You're not scared of becoming your worst self. What really scares you is admitting that you already are. So let that truth settle in. Let it echo through the quiet parts of your mind. Because the message you knew was coming, the one you've always felt, goes like this. Your darkness isn't out to get you. It's the only part of you that's never told you a lie. If you've made it this far, then something in these shadows called to you. You're not here for comfort or illusions. You're here for the kind of truth most people run from, the truth that lives in the dark corners. If you're hungry for more, take another step down. Subscribe to Abyssal Wisdom and let the darkness show you what the world is too afraid to say out loud. I'll be waiting for you in the next descent.